All right, let's jump right into this explainer and explore the most enigmatic spiritual depths of your astrology chart. Today, we're unlocking the 12th house. This is that celestial sanctuary where your soul navigates the bridge between the physical world and the unseen. It's the space that governs our private retreats, the dissolution of our ego, and that really profound, hard-won wisdom we only ever gain through stillness.
So, what actually happens in the most hidden, isolated corner of your astrological chart? I want you to think about this because we are about to descend into the ultimate backstage area of your life. The 12th house is absolutely not where we show off for the world. It's where you go when the world gets just a little too loud. It represents our private retreats and, honestly, the dissolution of the ego itself. Section 1, the mystery of the unseen, journeying into the shadows of the birth chart. Let's start our descent by looking at the very architecture of this hidden realm. If you break the chart's focus down into slices, you've got your visible public houses, your hidden physical houses, and then you have the 12th house. This brilliantly illustrates how the 12th house sits completely submerged from our immediate conscious awareness. It actively falls away from the first house of the self, acting as this submerged bridge right before the ascendant. It's literally hidden in the dark. Now, historically, it had a rather spooky reputation. The ancient Hellenistic astrologers called it the Daemon, which translates to the place of bad spirit. I know, that sounds like a terrible dive bar you'd want to avoid at all costs, right? But it simply means this is the arena where we grapple with our internal thoughts and engage in unseen spiritual contests. It's a solar house dedicated to invisible struggles.
Section 2. Bad spirit to sacred sanctuary, reframing isolation into profound potential. Let's completely shift our perspective here, because this space is not a place of doom. It's actually a place of profound healing.
To really get it, let's compare it to the highly social 11th house. The 11th is all about connection, friends, alliances, and the public. So when we look at that, we see exactly what the 12th house isn't. The 12th is the axis of isolation, solitude, and seclusion. Think about being at a massive, loud networking event in your 11th house, and then sneaking off to a quiet room just to get 5 minutes of peace. That private seclusion, that's where the external distractions finally dissipate. So the really crucial point here is that this house acts as a metacosmia. That's a transitional state existing in the space between worlds, kind of like the intense period of labor right before birth. It's the ultimate writing cave where the ghostly meets the fleshy, and where all that invisible suffering is finally processed. Section 3, personal planets in the shadows, navigating the dark with your inner guides. Let's see how this builds when we drop our personal inner planets into the secluded sanctuary. What's really fascinating here is how these personal planets act as archetypes navigating the dark. They translate hidden information into profound truths. If your sun is here, you have this monumental internal radiance and a drive for spiritual exploration. Got your moon here? You possess deep intuition and a wonderfully nurturing emotional sanctuary. And Mercury? Mercury literally becomes the detective of the soul, brilliantly decoding invisible patterns. Section 4. Action, love, and boundaries. How the outer and action planets heal in isolation. So what actually happens when planets associated with action, expansion, and hard boundaries enter the birth canal of the 12th house? Each of these action and boundary planets takes on a totally unique mission. Venus finds deep beauty and selfless compassion in private, unseen connections. Mars brings dynamic focus to bravely face inner demons and basically fix the psyche behind the scenes. Jupiter acts as your unseen divine guardian, bringing incredible optimism and spiritual protection. And Saturn, it uses that isolation to build incredible psychological resilience, discipline, and a lasting inner legacy. Section 5, the empty house myth. What if you have no planets in the 12th house? Okay, it's time to address a very common anxiety: looking at your chart and seeing absolutely nothing in this hidden sector. I want to assure you right now, an empty house is absolutely not a spiritual void. It definitely does not mean you lack a deep inner life, spirituality, or psychological growth. It's completely normal. As Hellenistic astrologer Sunil Buggle points out, an empty 12th house simply means that the focus of your life might be more directly aligned with the more visible houses. Your inner world is simply managed by the planet that rules the sign on your 12th house cusp. It's really that simple, and honestly, it can make navigating those hidden waters beautifully uncomplicated. Section 6. Embracing the hidden self, bringing the invisible into the light. As we conclude our journey and return to the visible world, How do we integrate this profound, hidden knowledge? By following these 3 steps, we make room for something divine to emerge in our daily lives. Step 1. Intentionally embrace secluded retreats and quiet reflection. Step 2. Allow for self-undoing and the letting go of the ego, which is tough but necessary. And step 3. Step into a new world with a fully healed and expanded spirit.
Ultimately, this is the core promise of the 12th house. It's the absolute empowering ability to transform your most private, invisible suffering directly into spiritual gold. So the big question is, are you ready to become a pilgrim in your own invisible world? To uncover the raw power hiding in your spiritual sanctuary? I really hope this explainer leaves you eager to explore the hidden depths of your own chart and discover the incredible strength waiting there. Thanks for hanging out with me for this deep dive. Until next time, embrace the quiet and keep exploring.